Hey, what's going on, Trab? Welcome to my channel. So, this is going to be one of them crazy Matrix talk videos, so you just got to go with it. I'm not sure what topic's going to come up, but we're just going to go with it because it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going out to ground because the energy is just mad. Yeah, I'm just feeling the energy is mad. But yeah, let's get to it anyway. Um, so. Um, this come I done a little short about this, about the awakening, and a lot of people don't actually know what the awakening is. For starters, the awakening is everything coming to light. Yeah. Okay. Look. Thank you. When you find coins and feathers, it's guidance by your guides, right? But yeah. Anyway, like I said, the awakening or the ascension, they're both actually two different actually things, really. The awakening is everything coming to light, and it's going to be on an internal level and an external level. Yeah. So on an internal level, all your demons, yeah, let me just do the, all your demons, all your past trauma, all your ego, your fears, your emotions, all of that's going to be coming to the surface to be healed and cleansed and released, because we're going to start vibrating just love. Just, well, we're not there yet, but that's where we're going in it. Because if you strip away all the labels, and certain things are out of our control, right? But if you strip away the labels and certain things, when you go right to the core, the main thing is love, right? Not everyone will agree with this, but this is the main thing. So we're getting there. We're getting there. But for the Great Awakening, everything's going to be coming to light, like I say, on an internal level and an external level. So on the external level now, things playing out like the everyone, you must have heard now, because I don't really watch the news, but it's been popping up everywhere about the Dalai Lama, right, and stuff like that. Listen, that's just the beginning. Most of the people in high up positions, celebrities, actors, and musicians, politicians, all of that, yeah, they're all into some really negative stuff. But we're not going to go too much into that because we're not trying to feed that kind of energy in it. So, but they'll have to pay for their crimes, and when it comes to a certain point, they can either oh, choose to, what's the word? I don't even know the word. If they're not choosing to acknowledge and change and raise their vibration and become good and light, yeah, they're going to go back to source and get recycled. And also, we're going to be seeing a lot of, this is not even funny, no, we're going to be seeing a lot of souls leaving as well. This is, some are NPCs, so some are actually non-player characters, but at the end of the day, whatever happens, the soul has had a soul contract and is in agreement to incarnate on Mother Earth to play out whatever role it wanted to play out and to learn from this incarnation. Also, I don't know, this is coming to me now as well. So some people, like, children that come in to this, get incarnated, and they only, I don't know, survive for around, I don't know, a few days or a few weeks or whatever. On a human level, it would be very sad and traumatic, right? But on a soul level, the um, for the baby, it's already had its soul agreement, and it's chose to incarnate on Earth to experience that, to incarnate for the period of time that it's chose to be here, right? Also, where was I going with that? Where was I going with that? So yeah, that would be a soul agreement, and this is already been established before you incarnate. So whatever happens on a physical level, your fears, relationships, illnesses, physical problems, they're all been planned out and already written before you've incarnated, and you chose to incarnate at this time, and you also chose to experience what you're experiencing currently, because that's the whole point of a soul contract. Even though some of the experiences won't be pleasant when you're going through them, because yeah, they suck. Yeah, I've been through a lot of shit, and it does push you, man. It does break you down. It does break you down, but you gotta step back and try to get non-attached and see what it has to teach you, so you can level up. It's not easy. Don't get me wrong. I'm telling you this from people think love, being spiritual is all love and light, flowers and rainbows and shit. Listen, a lot of spiritual people, they will tell you all that love and light comes from a lot of darkness and pain. On God, I can tell you. The amount of nights that I've been fucking crying and not wanting to be here and shit, it's just, yeah, it's mad. It's mad. The whole human experience is a lot at times. There's a lot at times. And especially if you're from the higher realms, you will find it very hard to function being here. In the physical body, it's challenging. It's hard to function because where I'm from, we don't even really have. It's not as dense as this. We may have form, but it's not as dense as this. And we communicate through telepathy, but humans haven't developed that gift yet because humans have a lot to hide. But I was watching something about Dolores Cannon, and she was talking about the volunteers that come down to Earth to assist in the awakening, right? And she's talking about the 3 volunteers. I think she said. I think that's the indigos, starseed, the indigos, crystals, and rainbows. And she was basically saying how, I think this was like the 60s or whatever. I'm not too sure of the age range, but she was saying the first wave that come, they didn't want to be here, but the only way to help Mother Earth ascend from humans destroying themselves once again, and and destroying another civilization. If you don't know, we destroyed Mars in previous lifetimes, and there's another planet. I can't remember where it's between the asteroid belt. That was a planet that got destroyed during these space wars, should we say, Star Wars, these battles that's been going on, energy-wise. Anyway, but yeah, the first wave that came in, they didn't want to be here. They find it very hard. Most of them, or a good majority of them, have attempted suicide, she was saying, and just don't want to be in the physical realm because it's very dense and it's just hard to function. But the only way starseeds and other beings could, like Pleiadians and all that stuff, if you ain't ready for that, you ain't ready in it. But for the starseeds, Pleiadians and all that stuff to help intervene, help Earth ascend, we had to go through the whole birthing process. So the mother, the energy would be given to the mother, and then she would birth out the energetic resonant. Well, how much? Oh, that is wow. Sometimes even putting words together in this realm is wild. But yeah, for starseeds and other beings come to intervene, we couldn't intervene on a physical level because it's a free will universe. So we couldn't just come in and spaceships show up and shit, because people will lose their shit, right? So it had to be done on the energetic level. So slowly. So I'm not sure. I don't even know when it was, but I think the 60s maybe. People that, from what I know, the first people, not the first people, but there was a bunch of people that didn't want to be a part of religion, and they wanted to be atheists and kind of rebelling and stuff like that. I think they were the previous indigos, because indigos are rebellious, defiant, don't like authority, because I'm a fellow indigo myself. But yeah, so that would have been back then. So yeah, when people was all thinking, oh, religion and blah blah blah, they was more atheists. So that was the start of something different. But yeah, they had to get incarnated. I'm not sure how it worked out on the actual. I don't know how it worked out. Going back to going back to then, because I can't remember any lifetimes from then. But check out Dolores Cannon, the Free Volunteers. You may resonate with it, you may not, but I kind of resonated with it, and I was like, oh, it makes sense, man. It was like another piece to the puzzle, because yeah, on the journey. The bells are going off. I think it might be Big Ben. But yeah, at this time of night, everything's still and everything's quiet. So it's chilled. The energy is so like being out at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning has a different energy to it than being out in the waking world. Yeah, I tend to come out awaken at night time. I don't know, my whole body clock is just messed up right now. Like everything is just going in reverse. Yeah, things are just changing on a dramatic scale. Time. What is time? Time does not exist. Time is a man-made thing. Like the plants and animals, they rise up when the sun comes up, and then they go to sleep when the sun goes down. And that's how tribes and indigenous people used to do it. So that's um, yeah, it's just mad. I don't know. Um, yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot going on. Things are, when I was saying things are shifting on the external level as well. It's just not with just the government and politicians and famous celebrities and stuff. It's happening on the earth. She's changing as well. I'm not sure where it was or where I saw it, but I heard Africa's meant to be splitting in half or something. And we're going into a cycle. Like every few hundred years, the earth goes through a cycle. I was looking at something earlier on and it come up again. I think it's is it 26? It might be 26,000 years. I'm not 100% sure, but I know it's every few thousand years or whatever the earth goes through a cycle, right? So what I believe is what was underwater before is land now. So the Sahara Desert was once water, and Antarctica is yeah, that's going to be very interesting when that melts. There's going to be a lot of stuff under there. Is it the opening to inner Earth? Who knows? I don't know. Maybe it'll be interesting to find out if it is the entrance to inner Earth. But there's going to be a lot of stuff under Antarctica. There's going to be a lot of stuff under Antarctica when it melts anyway. So this is why you're all seeing this whole global warming thing. This whole global warming thing is actually to slow down the process of the ascension, because the Earth's heating up. It's just a part of the Earth cycle that it's going through. The Earth's heating up. So what is water or what is ice is going to melt. So there's going to be a lot of land that is going to be sinking. So a lot of cities and places near water, they're going to go underwater, and new continents and land is going to rise. Um, yeah, yeah. But it's crazy times we're in. It's crazy times. But we just gotta just go with it. Sometimes the journey can be very testing. It can be very testing at times, and it can be scary at times as well. It really does push you to your limits. And when you think, oh yeah, you've healed something, something else will pop up, and then something else will pop up, and then there's certain lessons, like acceptance and stuff. Acceptance has been one of my lessons of recently anyway. Accepting how yeah, the physical body is temporary, man, and this whole experience is temporary. So to yeah, really, I haven't got there yet. I'm still processing stuff, but yeah, to really yeah, to start just taking each day as it comes and trying to make the most of it, man. Because yeah, no one knows when our time is up. Like I was saying before, yeah, the path's already wrote. We're just walking it. So when our time is up, our time's up, man. But it's about looking back and um, being proud of your journey, you know, and yeah, actually living like every day that is your last, you know. Yeah, it's just mad. But yeah, this video is getting a bit long, so I'm gonna love you and leave you guys. Peace, love, and light, tribe, and I'm gonna hit you guys up real soon. If you got any comments, hit the comments, man. Let me know in this chat. Peace out.